There's one story I had actually with Cut that when we were in New Orleans, we were going to go to a guy's house, and we took a cab there. We're driving, and the neighborhood starts getting really, really rough, and then all of a sudden, you know, the cab driver just stops, and it's just like dudes outside with their shirts off, like, yo, what up, what up? And we're just like, okay, well, there's going to be either dope records here, or we just wasted our time. This guy says, oh, come over here, you know, we find the dealer. He pulls out a ladder out of the back of his yard, and he puts it on top of his roof, and he goes, it's up here on the roof. And this is when I started laughing. I go, fucking Cut, man. Only with you, dude, I would do some shit like this. So we have like portable record players in one hand and climbing a ladder in the other like this, and we're following this dude. So we ended up going like on I think like on a balcony and then into an attic. And it was like the gateways to heaven parted, man. And it was just beautiful. All 45s, all New Orleans-based funk and soul. What up, what up? This is DJ Newmark, a.k.a. Uncle New. I'm here chilling out with my homies from Crate Diggers. We're gonna talk goodies.
Uncle New.
Well, I'm roughly at 30 to 35,000. When I was about 16, 17, I used to go to this flea market swap meet kind of spot in the Valley, actually. People weren't really digging in the Valley in LA. And we would go to this guy's spot, and, you know, we would pull out like, you know, Incredible Bongo Band and, you know, James Brown edits and all kinds of crazy things would be in his collection. And a lot of that collection actually ended up being on J5's early production, by the way. But finally, we just said to him, like, how much for the whole lot? And he had a count then of 20,000 records. So he said $500 for 20,000 records. And me and my, you know, digging / DJ partner, Amani Smith, a.k.a. Burt Blackarak, went in half on it on the collection. And the collection just lives at my mother's house. From that collection, I pick like the best ones out of there after you know, there's a lot of flunkies in there, man, of course, but I pulled the best ones out and brought them here to my studio here at Log Cabin. Ooh, that's a good record. That's another good record. This reminds me of going to movies with my dad and him letting me watch like sex scenes and like, you know, gun violence and you know, highbrow humor before I was allowed to. So yeah, look at this chick, man. That's my kind of shit right there. Covers, which I love covers. Look at that, man. Come on. How can you like this? This is one I produce, Guy Jean. You don't see this one much. I caught this behind a 99-cent store on Western in Hollywood, and the place closed literally the next week. This one was out of a cereal box. Count Chocula. I like kid stuff. Count Chocula goes to Hollywood. This was in the cereal box back in the day. You used to put records in there. And it's really like, you know, it's that flimsy vinyl. But this one has like cardboard on the back, which I don't really see much. So I guess they wanted to reinforce it. Oh, they have instructions. Place phonograph on manual setting. Wow. Wipe record with dry tissue. No, I wouldn't want to do tissue. Place coin near record center if record skips. No, because then it would be like this, right? No, I don't want to put a coin on it. But they have Frankenberry on there and Blueberry. So this is the area of hip hop in this room here. Mainly hip hop, 12 inches in albums, and on top a few reggae and some R&B. Down here is records I produced. Some CDs as well, but that's another story. And then in this room here, the funk, the soul, some psych, anything I like want to sample or play out that is non-hip-hop, you know. It's alphabetical from first name in both rooms. So this is a separate alphabetical catalog than the hip-hop room. 45s as well on top, alphabetical by first name or first group name. I used to DJ a lot of house parties all through high school, And we would walk in the party with, you know, like 5, 6 crates, 7 crates. And then sometimes we would see another crew of DJs, they would have like 10 crates or 11 crates and a bigger sound system. So we upped our speakers and then we would carry like 10 crates and just the thing kind of got obnoxious. And, you know, we had trucks, you know, so we were rolling everywhere with the trucks and had our gear, you know, old school. This is my first house party, my first time DJing in front of anybody. It was 1988. $2, getting in no exceptions, man. No exceptions on that $2. We DJ'd on an ironing board. The records were piled to our waist on both sides, and we would just go through the records. That's how uneducated we were on the art of DJing. Top Billin' got played 4 times that night. I remember that clearly. We couldn't stop playing Top Billin'. It brought the house down. This is what really gets me going, this kind of stuff. Persian 45s. A lot of the Persian records were destroyed early on. They do not encourage music making out there in any sort, and my family's Persian, so this is like my pride and joy. I actually spent $200 on this 45. This is Korush Yagami, and beautiful songwriter, singer. I believe he plays guitar as well. Boom. With my own money, it was Roxanne, UTFO, the whole album. With my mom's money, it was Monster Mash. And maybe before that, Three Little Pigs, which is a School D sample on there, which is really dope. Monster Mash was like my connection with my mother because she loves Halloween, and I loved Halloween, and I always wanted to be Dracula for some damn reason. I could just see the crate diggers. Newmark wants to be Dracula. But, you know, Monster Mash and I got into that record, the bubbles and everything. It's just like very visual, you know. So, yeah. Ooh, yeah. All drums, Niagara. I guess you could consider it rare. Not the rarest thing on earth, but how do you pass up a record with a nipple on it? I mean, on the acetate front of things. Oh, don't ask me why this is in a yellow jacket either. Common, the Bitch of Yoo with an extra verse. So this is the notorious Common joint where he's dissing Ice Cube. Well, I got one with an extra verse on it, on acetate. I can't tell you where I got it, but let's just say an extra acetate was ran off for the kid. The most I've spent is $250. I don't think I've gone past that. I might have done 300, but I don't remember. I think 250 is my limit.
What was the record?
NFL record. Yeah, this is the one, and I bought it because I knew I was going to use it. I don't just buy records just to buy records. So I think Alchemist did a cover that did this too. I think he did a mock-up of this, but this was played for me in a record store actually, and there was 2 parts that were played that I was like, I know I could use this on a song that I'm working on right now, and so I had to have it. So I spent the money for it. Great drum break, Blend Crafters, for the instrumental project I did. I went on a vacation to Mexico and decided to hop over to Cuba to do a little bit of digging with my girlfriend. And she was patient enough to sit there and watch me dig, God bless her soul. We were digging in a plumbing supply store that also, I think, had like repair parts for fans. So it was like really, it felt right, you know, it felt like untapped. The records were just completely beat to from the sunlight and everything too, so that was a good sign. I was like, yeah, this is my kind of party. I just couldn't get enough of the place. I didn't want to go anywhere else on the trip, and I just wanted to dig there the whole time, but it was a great experience. This is my Cuba stack. I haven't really gone through, but look at that. Yeah, that's the symbol for communism symbol. Yeah, they're not messing around out there. I think their coin out there says like patriotism or death, you know? But this is like very much like, you know, Cuba. Like, boom, you either down for us or break north, homie. My hip pocket records, the 3 inches, you know, because you just don't see them. This is Arthur Conley, Sweet Soul Music. Like they're meant to put in your pocket, like whoosh, walk down the street, go to your homie's house, play a joint. You know, so they're packaged like this. Boom, I'm not your puppet. There it is. By the hits you miss, 25 to 50 hip pocket records can be carried in pocket or purse. They will outlast a regular 45. This is true. I use these in my toy set. on a miniature turntable that's like the size of these. I am like tearing these up on stage, and I still have no cue burn on these records. Bugs me out. I'm cutting the fuck up out of these things. They didn't lie. It's not like the nickel on the Count Chocula 45 thing. They did not lie. We're at my mother's house right now. This collection is a little bit more beat up. This is where I picked all the goodies out of originally. You know, I found Incredible Bongo Band here, some Lou Rawls. A lot of these 12 inches I've never even heard of. The Suttons. Wow, I think I might have went to school with this person actually. Huh, I'm gonna have to ask. Damn, I have to ask some questions actually. You gotta make a phone call. This might be my friend's mom and dad. The Suttons. Wait a minute. I'll leave that out. But I always feel like I don't have enough, or I'm not, you know, when you dig, you never feel like you got all the records that you've been looking for, and so that's why I enjoy. I mean, I was just digging in Nashville yesterday actually, and brought home some goodies. So like I always try to stay, you know, on it. It's actually a turntable. Turn and learn, man. Name of the next project, Turn and Learn.